Good morning to all. I am G.A. Hegde, working as Associate Professor, Department of Chemistry, KGF First Aid College, Urgam, KGF. Today, we shall discuss about first session of fertilizers. This chapter is included for third semester BSc, Bangalore North University. In this session, we will discuss about introduction to fertilizers, study of fertilizers, types of fertilizers, necessity of fertilizers, functions of essential elements like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. After studying this, you will understand about what are fertilizers, essential elements, the importance of essential elements, the role of essential elements in plants, and primary and secondary nutrients. In order to understand this, you must have the knowledge of definition of fertilizer, knowledge of essential nutrients, and necessity of essential elements. With this, let us discuss about fertilizers. Introduction. Agriculture provides food to the world population. Land available for the agricultural production is limited. The crop yield is to be increased to meet the demand. The yields are limited without adequate plant nutrition. Plants needs solar energy, water, and nutrients. Nutrients can be taken from air or soil. If the nutrients needed is deficient, the plant growth is retarded and crop yield is reduced. A fertile soil has the capacity to supply essential plant nutrients in sufficient quantity. An infertile soil does not supply necessary amount of essential plant nutrients. Results in poor crop yield and quality. 18 elements are essential for plants: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, calcium, iron, zinc, magnesium, manganese, boron, copper, nickel, etc. Carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen are obtained from air and water and are not considered as essential elements. Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium are known as primary macronutrients and others are known as secondary macronutrients. Fertilizer is any material which is natural or synthetic that is applied to soil or plant to supply one or more plant nutrients essential for the growth of plant. Fertilizers are needed to obtain high crop yield as they supply nutrients which are not in soil. By using fertilizers, crop yields are increased to double or triple. Every plant nutrient, whether required in small or large quantity, has a specific role in plant growth and food production. Functions of nitrogen. Nitrogen is taken up by the plants from the soil in the form of nitrates or urea. It is involved in all the major process of plant development and yield formation. It is responsible for vegetative plant growth. Nitrogen improves the growth and the yield of crops. The deficiency causes stunted growth. The leaves cannot perform process of photosynthesis. The leaves will lack their green color. Function of potassium. Potassium increases the resistance of the crop and improves quality. It activates enzymes. It improves plants' water regime and increases tolerance to drought, frost, and salinity. It promotes color. It makes flowers pretty. It makes plants less affected by diseases. Functions of phosphorus. Phosphorus helps crops maturity and improves quality. It performs important role in the energy transfer. It is essential for photosynthesis and other chemico-physiological process. It is responsible tissue development that forms plant growing point, promotes strong root systems, large flowers and fruits. It develops resistance in plant. Excess of phosphorus will lock up essential secondary and micro elements, thereby making them unavailable to plant. Classification of nutrients. The nutrients are classified into number 1, primary macronutrients, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Number 2, secondary macronutrients, magnesium, calcium and sulfur. The nutrients required for the plant are classified according to the elements, but these elements are not used as fertilizers. Instead, compounds containing these elements are known as fertilizers. Macronutrients are consumed in large quantities, present in plant tissues. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen are the 4 main elements which makes the plant. Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen are available as water and carbon dioxide. Nitrogen is in atmosphere. In this form, plants cannot utilize nitrogen. Nitrogen is an important fertilizer and it is to be made available in a fixed form. Some bacteria can fix atmospheric nitrogen by converting it to ammonia. Micronutrients are consumed in smaller quantities and are present in plants in very small amounts. The role of some essential elements. I have listed some of the essential elements and their roles in this chart. You please go through it. For example, carbon. It is available to the plants in the form of carbon dioxide. Major components of plant organic compound. Oxygen, available in the form of carbon dioxide. Major component of plant organic compound. Hydrogen, available to the plant in the form of water. It is a major component of plant's organic compound. Nitrogen, available in the form of nitrates, ammonium compounds, etc. Components of nucleic acids, proteins, hormones, chlorophyll, coenzymes, etc. So likewise, the roles of the other elements. With this, just recall what we discussed so far. We have discussed about definition of fertilizers, knowledge of essential elements, functions of some essential elements, and need of fertilizers, etc. With this, let us try to answer some simple questions. The first question is, the necessity of use of fertilizer is, the correct answer is A, to increase the crop. The next question is, the deficiency of nitrogen in plant causes, the correct answer is A, stunted growth in plant. Number 3, the example for primary macronutrient is, the correct answer is B, sulfur. The fourth one, which one of the following is not a secondary nutrient? The correct answer is D, nitrogen. In order to prepare this, I have referred these textbooks and also sources from internet. For further details, you can refer these textbooks and also the internet. Thank you.